So people have been telling me about the bad reviews Mario Tennis Ultra Smash has been getting. So out of curiosity, I went to go read some reviews on a few different other sites, and today I'm going to show off some of those reviews and I have a little message to Nintendo at the end. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the bad reviews I'm about to read. Anyway, let's get started. Here are some reviews on Metacritic. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash isn't good in the slightest. While the game can be decent in passing, it's a horrible value when you stop and think about it. There's just one stadium, limited online options, and less features than the previous two entries. This game is awful. It lacks all the things that make Mario Tennis awesome. Still, the core Mario Tennis gameplay is solid and fun. Now being able to play online competitively without gimmicks. Amiibo functionality is good as you can play with it online against others' amiibos. Characters show good animations and a lot of personality too, but the game is bad no matter how you look at it. Easily the worst Mario spin-off title ever. Damn. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash was deliberately rushed for the holiday season. It is bare bones and the weakest of the series. Hopefully Nintendo will fix this with a free download. They basically took out all of the Mario in it, added two gimmicks, and drained out all of the fun. There seems to be no reason for this game existing. 3DS Tennis had more things to do, GameCube had more memorable animations, and a real tournament. This thing just has scaling changes for no benefit or use. This feels like one of those bad fan-made games someone put together over a weekend. This game seriously lacks content. I have no idea how Nintendo think they can charge $65 for something that feels like a mini-game for an actual game. The core gameplay and the online play is alright, and the game looks great, but if you compare this game to other $65 games these days, it feels like such a ripoff. Even older Mario sports games have way more content, Mario Strikers, etc. Really disappointing. And now here are some reviews on Amazon. This is the worst version of Mario Tennis I've played. The graphics are gorgeous, but it's a very light on gameplay. There is literally no campaign or story mode. There is only one game I would call a mini-game, and it's not good. There is a core game of tennis that does work, but the lack of content is horrible. Average multiplayer games still have the ability to play with online friends, which is a big problem here. No online play with friends, only strangers. It's extremely simplistic in multiplayer options. It makes you wonder how did they mess up when they did it perfectly in Splatoon? If they wanted to do a perfect multiplayer, all they had to do was create an identical layout from what they did in Splatoon, and this game would have been fantastic. They know how to do it, so I'll not cut them some slack for this. Where are the modes, Nintendo? How do they expect us to fork over $50 for almost no modes? It's maddening. So, there's no tournament and no story mode, leaving me sitting here playing exhibition matches over and over. Great. A true bare-bones release. I bought these Mario Tennis games because they offered more of a gaming experience than this. I looked forward to playing those increasingly difficult tournaments and winning those cups. It gave me a reason to play and replay. Now I have very little reason to play. Knockout Challenges replaces tournament mode, and it does offer some difficulty, but not nearly the same. And you can earn coins to purchase unlockables. Mega Ball really is the only minigame present. You hit a Mega Ball instead of a tennis ball, and it's nothing special. Less numbers / interesting character choices. No first player mode outside just single matches. Can't even play a tournament minor point, but no nunchuck usage. Wiimote, NES style only, or gamepad / pro controllers. No idea why they would do this. Fully simple mode still leaves giant stars on the map to place yourself for spikes and a weird camera angle on serves. Playing a quick, simple mode online led to Toad making nearly full court dives to hit the ball. This is not why I'm playing simple mode. They didn't even bother to voice over character names. Receiver wins when breaking my opponent's serve. Seriously? The only reason I bought this game was for the online multiplayer, but it's only against random people. There is no way to queue up against the people on your friends list. If you have the previous version, just play that. The new modes aren't even fun. They're just cheap. For example, if you're doing doubles with a CPU on the normal setting and your opponent has a power-up, aka they're massive and have an unfair advantage, their serves will always hit your CPU in the face. They are completely unable to return the serve. I love Mario Tennis usually. This game seems like a paper I wrote the night before it was due. You can tell it's rushed, and there's so many areas you could improve on. No character specials, announcer doesn't say character names, one non-standard game mode, lazy arcade mode, different stages that only change the floor of the court and not the gameplay at all. I'd honestly recommend buying Mario Power Tennis for Wii instead. Cheaper and way more fun. And finally, here are what some people think about the game in the comment section of this video on YouTube. Fuck man, I should have watched a review first. Now I got the game and it's so fucking boring. The gameplay is good, but the lack of modes is crazy, and the Super Mushroom is annoying as fuck. The worst part is that the game has great gameplay. If they had just kept it for a couple of more months, they could have released a finished product. I really hope Nintendo re-releases a version with all the content that the game was supposed to have, and give a free DLC to those that already have bought the game. Maybe I'm being a bit mean, but they really should have just cancelled this game or changed it entirely when they heard all the negative feedback they were getting from the initial trailers. This game has never looked enticing, and the low score comes as no surprise. Sort it out, Nintendo. This is on a different review, but whatever. I hate the fact that Nintendo's lazy to put effort into their side games, which I truly loved during the N64 and GameCube era. All I see now is graphical adjustment with a different title name. Now, don't get me wrong, they are doing well with the main games, and I'm enjoying them. It's just I want good side games on track. Jeez, Nintendo, get your shit together. The biggest flaw I found with this game was the lacking of stages. Just think of all the locations I could go to, like maybe an Isle Delfino stage, which has a sand texture with the Mega Mushrooms getting replaced with food nozzles that you can use against your opponents, or a snow stage with ice physics, but the Mega Mushroom gets replaced with the penguin suit, which can let go faster if you belly slide, and has a better traction. What about a stage based off the minigame Concentration in Mario 64 DS, where wherever the ball lands, that breaks a block that it lands on, limiting to space you have to play with? What about a Mario Kart based stage, a Luigi Mansion based stage, Daisy Cruiser? Just imagine an airship stage. There's so many things Nintendo could have done, but we just get the same stadium over and over again. There's not even any stage hazards. Now, I don't own Mario Tennis, and I'm definitely not going to buy it after seeing those reviews, but I was never interested in Mario Tennis anyway. But it's obvious that Nintendo has really, really messed up here. I mean, a lot of reviews are negative, and they're all complaining about the same thing, the lack of content. I mean, Nintendo obviously rushed the game. No questions asked. They obviously did. I mean, hell, they didn't even give you an option to play with your friends in your friends list. I mean, Nintendo, are you dumb? I mean, really, you wanted a game for the holiday season, I know, but, you had Xenoblade Chronicles X, that's pretty solid. But, of course, Nintendo doesn't really think about that, and they wanted to rush out a game for the holiday season, because, Zelda they delayed, and Star Fox they delayed. But Nintendo, it doesn't really hurt to delay a game, and you obviously know this, because, again, you had no problem delaying Zelda or Star Fox, but really, you could have spent more time on this. People would have went out and bought Xenoblade Chronicles, because, that's a title a lot of people are hyped for. And, you could have spent more time on this and, make the Mario Tennis fans happy instead of giving them this bare-bones game and making them all unhappy and angry at you. Seriously, Nintendo, this is just really disappointing. It really is. Really, Nintendo, get it together. But if there's anything I really have to say about this game is that it solved something for me, or just answered a question I had. While searching for pictures for Mario Tennis, a bunch of pictures of Rosalina came up, and this was one of them. She has a second eye. No, really. I thought the reason she covered her eyes, maybe she was missing an eye or something, or maybe she just had one eye or something. I'm not joking. I'm really not joking. Call me stupid all you want, I don't care. I legitimately thought maybe she was missing an eye. That's why she covered it up. But no, she has a second eye. Woo. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.